All right, 1536 Ellicott Court. Check it out. Nice single-story house. Pretty decent curb appeal. The driveway looks pretty good. Only one crack on the surface, but nothing major, I don't think. There is an oak tree out in front, but it's younger and it's not too close to the foundation. Drainage is good. Everything slopes away from the house. Unfinished galvanized steel look gutters, which is an interesting choice. The garage, there's some damage there on the wood trim, some separation right here. Just common maintenance items, but it doesn't look terrible. The garage door could use a nice coat of paint though. Windows, all the windows, I believe these are newer windows. They may have replaced them because these are low E windows. You can tell by the bluish greenish tint. So that's good. You know, that could be costly. Going into the main house. Nice tall ceilings. 9-foot, 10-foot ceilings with a vaulted living room. It's a little dark in here, but not terrible. But also all the window blinds are drawn. So let's see if it's any better. Alrighty. Kitchen. What seems to be 3 cm granite, level 1 finish. Pretty basic stuff. 42-inch cabinets. A little sticky. It's a very basic kitchen. There's not much to it. Vent hood does vent to the outside. Electric range. Pretty basic equipment. Basic range, very basic or dishwasher. There is no microwave, FYI. Okay, pantry, dedicated, it's good. Tile looks to be in good condition. There's no cracks or anything. Pretty level. I don't really notice any foundation or hints of foundation problems except for right here. So you can see some hairline cracking that goes out the front door. Okay, something to consider. All right, let's check out this room. This is the master to the right. The master is small. This is a small master. Lights don't work. I can't really describe this other than maybe a queen size bed would fit. A king size could fit, but it would be very cramped. You do have a little bookshelf nook in the corner, so that's cool. It's very dark in here too. But it does have tall ceilings, so that offsets the dimensions of it a little bit. Nice and gray. I would say this house is move-in ready. There's really not much that you need to do to make ready. You do have the typical shower caulking and whatnot that needs to be addressed. Light work, nothing major. Yeah, you see this is very typical for these enclosures that just trap a lot of mold and whatnot. Okay. Double vanity, stepped. Master bath is, I would say, on the smaller side. Closet's nice and big though. No complaints here. Alrighty. Yeah, I know people are gonna complain about how small this master bedroom is. Just putting it out there. Alrighty. So to the right of the front door is your hall bath. Condition about the same. Builder grade everything. None of this has been updated. Just some caulking is needed. Scrape all this off and redo it. I haven't really seen any wall cracks yet, so that's a good sign. Air filters right here, the most inconvenient place to put an air filter. You know, tenants are never going to change that thing because it requires a ladder. Wow. So secondary bedroom is here. No ceiling fan. Tenants are going to complain about that for sure. It's almost as big as the master bedroom, honestly. Walk-in closet. Okay. Another, I guess you can call this a linen closet, but there's two of them. So maybe this one right here is a coat closet. Yeah. Good storage. Third bedroom. This one's quite a bit smaller. This one's a queen size bedroom for sure. This looks to be, I want to say this is laminate. It's hard to tell. But yeah, I think this is laminate. Nice view of a shed. Okay. Laundry. Someone had fun moving a washing machine. 4-prong 240-volt drying machine. Garage. Really low ceilings. These are 8-foot ceilings. I can kind of almost touch it. Hot water heater, replaced in 24. Doesn't have a sediment trap. Doesn't have any shutoffs. It's using flexible PEX for its pressure relief valve that makes too many bends. That's certainly not up to code. The lines aren't insulated. Yeah, this is an amateur job. Maybe a DIY job, but this is not a professional job. The ventilation looks a little sketchy. I would definitely get a plumber or somebody to go out there and kind of fix everything. They're also using, it looks like PVC as ducting. I don't know about that one. Okay. Electric panel, it's a newer kind, 200 amp service. You have some AFIs on 2 circuits in your bedrooms, which is fine. Yeah, they didn't start requiring AFIs in the rest of the house until like 2020 or so. Inkbird, nice little irrigation controller. Garage, this door looks brand new from the inside, which is interesting because from the outside it looks disgusting. Garage motor though, that's original, I believe. It doesn't look new. Okay. Let's check out the yard and then we'll be done. So I like out here, I don't really see any signs of foundation cracks. The layout is all right. It's nice and neutral. Okay, backyard. Nice view of a church. Low privacy fence in the rearmost corner, but you have a nice 8-foot fence over here. But over here you have a 6-foot fence. Nice covered patios. Here's that shed that we saw from the third bedroom. Fence itself is straight. It could use a new stain, but overall not bad. There is a little bit of a negative drainage. So from front to rear, it does slope down like about maybe 5 degrees. So I would be very careful about drainage issues here. You don't want that water to collect at the base of the foundation because that can obviously lead to foundation problems. You don't want that. I don't really see any water mitigation strategies here though. All the gutters just dumped to the ground. It's the newer style HVAC unit. It looks small. Maybe it's a 3-ton. It is a train though, which is good. And it is a 4-ton, 48. That's how you tell those numbers right there. 48 divided by 12 is 4. 48,000 BTU divided by 12,000 BTU is 4 tons. Okay, anyway. You see a lot of moss here, right? This is a sign that water is standing here and it's not getting drained out quick enough, and it's creating a moist environment for moss to grow. So, like I said earlier, we have some drainage issues in the back. I can definitely see there being issues here. And you can tell here too, it's eroding away at the base of this this condenser pad. And then also, their emergency disconnect is not connected. There we go. That one's on the house, homeowners. Okay, let's check out the other side. Trim does look a little rough around the edges. Gutters haven't been cleaned out in so long that there's plants growing out of it. No bueno. Okay, much taller fence on this side. You see all this right here? Guess what this is? Hail damage. Maybe. Or oil stains, because there's no divots in it. Anyways, this is a no-go. So all this siding on the outside needs to be replaced at some point, because if you don't, then it's going to rot away and you're going to have moisture issues, water penetration and whatnot. The windows themselves, okay, it is some kind of stain, because it's on the windows as well. Maybe it's from them staining the fence or something and it splattered and the fencer just didn't give two damn about it. Okay, so windows actually do look good from the outside. There is no damage on these sills, or not sills, on this weather stripping. So no hail. This is usually the first things to go whenever there is hail damage. Missing dryer vent cover, and there has been termite pest control done in the past. That's what those bait stations are. Okay, so overall impressions is the house is all right. It does have a lot of homeowner maintenance things that needs to be done, but nothing that's mission critical. And honestly, you can probably just ignore it for a couple years, rent it out, and then deal with it later. Layout's okay. The master bedroom's a little bit small. I do like that it's a split floor plan with all the other bedrooms over here. It's good for a roommate situation, which you should always be mindful of for a rental. But yeah, this is it. Let me know your thoughts.